Today's draft, on draft day, the moves we'd like to see that would shake up the draft. This can go in any direction that we want, up to and including completely off the rails. I give you the floor.
Well, I'll go one right off the bat. The Browns trade down at number 2. That to me would be like, oh my gosh, what? We thought Travis Hunter was going there. And what would happen if they did trade down? They've talked about the phone lines being open and they're getting calls like you made fun of before and all that stuff. But if they do trade down, what is going to happen off of that? Is somebody trading to number 2 to get Travis Hunter? Or are they trading to number 2 to jump the Giants and then get Abdul Carter, which would be a nightmare to me? But either way, I mean, for pure entertainment purposes, that would be definitely awesome to see what happens because it's kind of unforeseen. And like we've talked about, the top 3 picks have seemed very chalk here for the last few weeks.
There's been this weird sense that the Eagles are kind of looming and lurking and waiting to swoop in and make some big move and make some big trade and land somewhere in the top 10. And that's what I want to see happen. I want to see the rich get richer. I want to see the sorting hat process stuff another great player into Slytherin's pocket. I want Howie Roseman to call John Mara and offer him Saquon Barkley for the 3rd overall pick in the draft and then just say, I'm just kidding, here's the real offer. That's what I want.
Well, I'm mad you went there. I kind of wanted to. That was going to be my next pick, but I will agree with you. They've kicked butt, and there's a part of them that's been so awesome on this day. There is a part of me, even though I don't like the Eagles and I'm a Giants fan, where I just want to go. Well, I want to see them keep dominating here. Can they keep this going? And what they're doing. And just absolutely killing it and crushing it, right?
Keep kicking the ass of your G-man.
Exactly. Everybody, really. I mean, they're showing everybody how to draft and build a team. They're like, literally take notes. This is the Cliff Notes version of how to run a football team. So, yeah, I'm with you there. All right, the next one, hey, again, I don't envision this happening here. But would I like to see it tonight? Yeah, somebody trade back into the first round from one of these quarterbacks? Sure. Yeah, I want to see who's going to have the guts to do that, if they really will do that. Who will it be? That's the other part too. Again, as you've heard me say, and I'm pretty sure you've probably heard it from people too, that next group of quarterbacks, from all due accounts, Shedeur, Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck, are all very evenly graded throughout the NFL. So who not only do I want to see the trade and for the quarterback, but exactly who's it going to be for? Because I think everybody just thinks, oh, if there's a trade back in, it's going to be for Shedeur Sanders. And I would say, no, I don't think that's written in stone as far as that's concerned.
I had a related pick that I'm not going to make, but the idea of somebody trading up to number 20 to get Shedeur Sanders before the Steelers can at number 21, that would shake things up. Because just as we're expecting the train to pull into station, the Steelers don't get their guy. And then that's when Aaron Rodgers can be relevant to the first night of the draft. How about this? And this is nuts, but there's been just enough of a whiff of something weird. Cowboys trade Micah Parsons to the Browns and take Abdul Carter at number 2. So they replace Parsons, who wore number 11 at Penn State, with a guy who wore number 11 at Penn State. They get him on a rookie contract. They don't have to pay Parsons. The only problem with that is how the hell are the Browns going to pay Micah Parsons? How are they going to pull that off?
Right.
But
Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, and Deshaun Watson are going to take up 80% of the salary cap.
I'd love to see the Cowboys do something crazy like that.
Yeah,
and we know they've got some trades in the works, but we don't think it involves Micah Parsons for draft picks tonight. But there's only one way to find out. We have to watch the draft. We'll come up with a couple more of these crazy scenarios when PFT Live continues right after this. By the way, apologies to Robbie Amell. He is the star of Upload. It is not a series on Peacock. It's on Amazon Prime. I have heard of that. I've never watched it, but I have at least heard of it. And I don't know whether or not he throws a football or any other type of ball, round or oblong, in Upload. All right, one more move you'd like to see tonight.
Well,
what do you got?
I'll go like one here, just a little bit in like what I think could be based in reality. Is Will Johnson, the corner from Michigan. I think he's kind of viewed as the top outside island type corner. somebody trades with the Cowboys to jump the Miami Dolphins at number 13, where a lot of people think the Dolphins might take Will Johnson. They need corner. Jalen Ramsey might be traded. Something like that happens, Mike.
I'm into the whole idea of the Patriots taking Ashton Genty at 4. We just kind of riffed our way into it earlier. I kind of like it. Pair him with Ramondre Stevenson. Sign Robbie Amell as a backup quarterback.
You're funny.
And nothing will stop the New England Patriots. Enjoy round 1 of the draft.
It's
We'll
an
see you
honor
tomorrow.
and a
Chris is
privilege.
working on
Enjoy the
Friday.
draft, Florio. It's a great day.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.